Museum of Chinese Australian History was opened in 1985 as the cultural heart of Chinatown, Melbourne. It told a gold rush history of past generations who lived right across Australia. But since we opened, the Chinese Australian community has grown 5 times its size, from 200,000 to 1.2 million. So the museum and the people we represent have regressed a long way in 33 years. The contemporary Australian social landscape is changing, however, and so must we.
I remember our strategy committee had our first meeting back in 2016, and we were talking about the museum's operation for the past 30 years. And we just realized we need a vision. Chinese museum is the community's museum, so the vision cannot be from one person or a few people on the board. It needs to speak from the heart of our people. As a result of everyone's enthusiastic and engaging input, we were able to understand the broader perspectives. And throughout the process, a collective aspiration slowly emerged. The common message distilled from all groups is that the reason why they support the museum contains 3 dimensions. At the individual level, we're proud of our identity. That includes our history, our culture, and a set of values. But on a community level, we need a sense of belonging. We're all a social species after all, and we want to be part of a community. And we don't just live within one community, we also live in the broad Australia society. To integrate all 3 dimensions into one, our vision was born. Enrich the understanding of our community for a more harmonious society.
So to accomplish what we want to achieve, our future vision includes a building redevelopment that meets our future needs and stands as a landmark for the Chinese Australian community. So we have asked K2LD distinguished architects to assist us.
The Chinese Museum was a project that's really interesting for us. We used the metaphor of a dragon in order to help us to work through the design for the building.
When we looked at the building design, we asked ourselves why are we using the metaphor of the Chinese dragon? What importance does it have? We actually had to test it across a number of factors, and I think one of the major ones was, how does it connect with the Chinese community, and how does it actually connect with the build form in the Chinese museum as it is at the moment?
So what we've done is actually we've used the dragon to find itself in the movement through the building. So you'll see a red ribbon through the old facade and find itself waving through and going up to the new part of the building. When you enter the building, you actually experience not just the red dragon metaphor, but also you can also feel and experience the skin of the building. The skin of the building is almost like the skin of the dragon, and when you're in the lobby, when you enter, you can actually see it rising up, chasing the pearl of wisdom.
Which actually connects the new and the old buildings together and connects that dragon across that journey.
I think the building actually, it's not just a building for Melbourne, but I think the building represents Chinese all around the world.